Hello, welcome to today's collective general reading. As always, remember to use your own discernment, join with intention, and allow the message to be received with an open heart. A quantum reminder, we are speaking through symbol and story here. So please do not rely on tarot readings as factual evidence. You are always encouraged to do your own research, especially when engaging with strangers on the internet, which I feel like such a stranger. It's been a minute. Thank you to those. Oh yes, in the description you will find a link to memberships on YouTube, to personal readings and experimental integration sessions on Buy Me a Coffee, and the 444 Collective on Substack, where the signal is active. August is an incredibly busy month for me, and I just know that once September we're gonna find pace. So I thank you in advance for your patience. And my main priority is these memberships. I've been waiting to speak to you. So we're gonna have a live at some point, I think in the next week. So members, I'm gonna be putting a post up and asking when you would be available, because we are a small crew starting out and I would like everyone to be able to attend. I want to accommodate to everyone's schedules for as long as we can do that. So look out for that in the next day or two. Okay. As usual, I don't know exactly how this is moving, but the energy is doing something. So I'm just gonna follow. "44, transmutation." So for me, of course, 44 is the 444 Collective. And I'll place this on this selenite here and have a divine balance. There is, for those of you who have been following things like Barbalt's basket, and there's been a lot of solar energy, there's just been a lot going on. And depending on your, again, using these words and interchange, like you find words that work for you, né? Working through our vibrational levels to get to a higher space where then when all of chaos comes in, we are not in the weeds, we are in the sky, we are in the clouds. And what I have noticed is that there has been an incredible sweep of my life. Like, to compare my life to 1 year ago is wild, is unbelievable. To compare it to 6 months ago, I can't believe I'm here. I'm just, it's all, everything is moving and flowing, and I feel that it's inside this transmuting vortex, okay? And if you are in a place where you're feeling like it's so much, if you feel like you cannot get any more, whether it be lightning or fire, if it's stress coming up from the earth or coming down from the sky, inside your own world and the world inside you. You're not alone. You're not the only one. You're not wrong. There is an incredible energy shift happening, and perhaps it's always happening, and this is me being tuned into it and going, wow, amazing. And perhaps if I had been tuned into it 8 years ago, I would have said, wow, amazing. And I can't speak to that because I am here now, as are you. And I'm getting that I feel that I'm speaking to a different collective or a collective that is moving into another vibrational frequency. I do not feel that I am in the same place as I was before. And so I don't feel like my messages are going to be the same. And I keep looking over at this desk and asking myself, when am I going to record a reading? What is that going to look like? How? And I keep trying to box everything in before I do it. And what I'm realizing is that by trying to create boxes to then fit inside, even though we want it to be uniform to ourselves, we are actually predetermining whatever the shape will be as form. And so if we rather choose to look through this, I always think of like those Animorph books, how it's a little kid grows into this like giant gorilla or something or other, or dinosaur or like jaguar or something. We are inside this transitional space, this transmutation. We are not just growing and evolving. We are taking, kind of like carbon turns to diamond. We are taking all of this shadow energy inside of us, and it is, and something new is emerging. And if this resonates with you, you know what I'm talking about. Although we will likely be using very different words, it doesn't mean that our experiences are that different. We're all humans. We're all just kind of humming around inside these soul suits. 555. Okay. Healing the heart, number 9, with 33, Peely's summons. And so I am getting here is that the fire from this down here is this inner flame as eruption. And for a while I had been talking about eruptions and like volcanoes and earthquakes, and I understand that that is a full layer to it, and I don't want to speak through disaster and destruction, even if that's something that I sense, that you sense. I don't know. I think it's important to get a scale. And I look at here at all of these geometric overlaps, and it's this giant, beautiful mountain, almost like a Mount Fuji, with this DNA spiral down bottom and these whales. And I think of the deep echoed vibrations through all of us, through each of our deep waters. And we are all individually and as a collective, as collectives, as poignant choosers of time. We are coming to the sky. We are reaching new words. I was thinking like 4 words, like new words, but also new words. It's very interesting. Okay, tarot. We're gonna do tarot. We're gonna do tarot. Do you want me to leave these? Yes. Okay. You know me, Mindscapes. Great, great deck. Okay. So I feel that I'm supposed to know what the question is before I'm seeking an answer. And perhaps it's knowing that it's not about a seeking. You are sought. Yes. Thank you. Who turned over here? Who turned over here? 4 of Stones, which I believe was in the very bottom of the deck, so that's interesting. On bottom, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the 4 of Stones. So you can do whatever it is that you want your existence to be created as. The spiders are in the stars above. It's not about waiting for someone else to open the door. You are at the gateway. You are the own guardian to each of threshold. I'm seeing this Jupiter down here. And not necessarily luck of the draw, but I think of that of that old game show that came back with Wayne Brady, and I watched it all the time when I was a kid on reruns. Let's Make a Deal. And they would say that statistically, when it comes to you need to pick door 1, 2, or 3, you pick any of them, and then they reveal another one that doesn't have it. Statistically, you should then change to the other door. Now, does it mean that it's more likely that you chose the wrong number? No, but and you can like look up Let's Make a Deal statistics probability, and you'll find people talking about this. I'm so not I'm so not the math brain to have this on lockdown. And oh wow, we have Queen of Stones and Queen of Spires. So we have Pentacles and Swords here together. Again, we have this earth and sky. Earth and sky. There's a meeting of energies, right? Which to you on the screen, you see up and you see down. and there's a meeting. Whereas for me, in the flesh, there is an up and there is a down and there is a meeting. But our perspective shifts based on where we look. And do you look inside yourself? Or are you seeking externally and grasping through assumption that within reach means enough? It will not always be within reach. That's why you need to move. You need to stretch. And I'm not saying quit your job, leave your apartment, leave your relationship, move to an entirely new continent. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, are you looking at yourself? Inside darkness. It's easy enough to want to see ourselves in the light and see those glimmers. And I know that we can have layers of self-doubt, and then you have guilt and shame and trauma and all of these things that hold us down. Absolutely. And I know that a lot of us are looking to find that shine. And so we are seeking for brightness inside and around us. But are you also seeking the dark? Because as deep and as dark as you go, that is as light and as bright as you will become. The more that you explore the depths within your own shadow, it's like making room. It's like spring cleaning. If you don't clean out your closet, you don't have room to put more things into it. That's such like a simplified way. But if we think about the earth, okay, and it's relatively smooth, and here there are these crater bits inside this ocean jade. I don't know how deep that goes, but I do feel the ridges, and I know that there is depth. And you know, this is a fairly small globe compared to how big the earth is. I think we can agree on that. And let's say that for scale, again, scale is very important. Let's say for scale, this goes down 3 centimeters. That feels huge. Let's say 1 centimeter. Well, that also means that it can extend 1 centimeter above. And now you have 2 centimeters of movement. The deeper in, the higher above. And so when we are talking about psychism and empathy and being in tune with our senses and all of the extra words that humans use because we want to feel special and important, there is, I believe, correlation, causation, whatever. I do believe that there's a connection between experiencing a trauma of some kind, an experience that digs into your soul, your psyche, your essence, your starhood. And then from the depths of that, you get the opportunity to double up in power. That is how I view the world. That is how I choose to walk through the world. Do people feel the same way? That's none of my business. I am not inside them as they are not inside me. I believe one and all, sure, but I is the human that for the longest time with this channel, it was going cosmic, 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 which I believe is gonna be belonging on Substack to have its own home, because my life has now become so earthed, so grounded. And it was through this continual search for more, for something, that suddenly everything opened up, and I didn't need the clouds to break open and come find me. I found the clouds within my heart, you know? I've obviously been having a great time off camera. Life has been really good. Life has been really good. 1414. What are these? Ooh, we have High Priestess, Ace of Tides, 2 of Spires. And I'm noticing how cluttery this is, but they want to huddle near. So we have Ace of Cups, we have water. So now we have a base of our emotions meeting this choice point. I am seeing this as the clouds in your heart. And here with the High Priestess, you know, you have been peeking behind Let me show you this beautiful card. Here, you have been peeking behind the curtain for eternity. For 15, classic, that's 6, the smooth after. Your thoughts on reincarnation, on past lives, on soul contracts, on karma, on other layers of reality, on other planes of existence, on other galaxies. Sure, all of it, none of it, doesn't matter. It's for you. You don't need to prove that to anyone. You don't need to get approval from anyone. Of course, I'm never going to encourage spiritual psychosis. And I also have my opinions on the DSM. And the limitation it puts on earthly experiences that it does not choose to categorize. Anyway, my day job is sneaking in. So there is this exploration that is no longer timid. This is part of what is awakening. And then my question becomes, what is awakening? And I'm going to continue this for the pluralities tier. I think this makes sense because so often my readings are multi-video. And I believe that these messages are for everyone. And I want to honor those who show up through intention within means. And I don't want to cut people off from the messages as they appear. And we are inside these laps of coexistence. And we are configuring where space makes place. And I want to create place within pluralities. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so this reading will be continued for members. Thank you for being here. If this message resonates with you, you can comment down below, like this video, and subscribe. I haven't said that in so long, I forget that I normally say, or find it interesting. If you just want to say hello, hi, stay tuned. Stay tuned, my guy, stay tuned.